after the ball game.
Take me out on the town. Treat me to sunshine and midday naps.
Love it so much I can't wait to come back. We can hike the trails and the mountains as long as we make our tea times. Stay for fun, son. It's all a home run. Visit Arizona.
Visit myspringtraining.com.
Good evening, everyone. We're at Austin's Riverside Arena tonight, and you could be a witness through the radio to history tonight. Tommy Kunze, the senior for the Faribault Falcons, is just 2 points away from tying Oliver Linneman on the all-time sports points record for the Faribault Falcon hockey program. He already has the goals. Christian von Ruden was the man who had the goals before, the young man who had the goals record. He broke that earlier this year, and now he is 2 points away from tying Oliver Linneman. He was a lot of fun to watch, too, and go into first place. He already has the goals. He's probably not going to get the assists. If you just check those numbers, he's, I think, 20 away from the assist record. And I'm not saying it's impossible that he'll get 20 assists over the next several games, but it's highly unlikely. You just heard the buzzer go. Our broadcast tonight is service of our all prep sports boosters, including the specialty personnel services, Faribault Transportation, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, H&R Block with offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. We'll bring you all their statistics tonight. The Owatonna Auto Clinic, Fairway Meat Grocery, stores in both Faribault and Owatonna. The Minnesota Air National Guard, J-Mo's Bowl in Faribault, our radio home for the Faribault Coaches Show on Saturdays. I tried to convince the coach to send Mr. Kunze out there Saturday, and he said it's going to be cold. Yeah. The Faribault Falcon website says, unless I'm totally blind, that the Faribault Falcon boys hockey team plays Saturday night at St. Thomas Arena against Winona. And the coach said, no, that's wrong. So I just read what was on the website. On the athletic page for the Faribault Falcons website. Austin Packers are in the zone to my left. Faribault Falcons are on the end of my right as we're sitting here in Austin's Riverside Arena, my favorite place to call a game because you can see every single corner of this rink. Every single corner. You don't get that at every rink. In fact, most rinks you don't. That's why I like Riverside Arena. We're elevated, but not too elevated. You can actually hear some of the sounds of the game.
Those who came to warm up with the hockey rink, we'd like to welcome to the Faribault Falcons hockey players, coaches, and fans for this evening Big Nine Conference matchup.
Well, I got some young ladies sitting below me here, so I don't know that we'll get the PA announcer because you just never know what they're going to talk about.
File your taxes with expert help at H&R Block in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. Their tax preparers average over a decade of tax preparation experience. The awesome thing these days is you put the information together, drop it off, and if your preparer has any questions, they'll call you. It's fast and so easy. H&R Block, Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville, where you get your maximum refund guaranteed.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Is it time for a tune-up or maybe a new furnace? Call Owatonna Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer today, and have your furnace checked. Don't wait until you're without heat and below zero temperatures. Call us to get your furnace checked to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning or sudden furnace failure when you really need it most. Owatonna Heating and Cooling is your local Carrier dealer. Turn to the experts. Find us online at owatonna-heating.com or call 507-451-2051. That's 451-2051.
Minnesota Coaches Incorporated is proud to transport teams, athletes, cheerleaders, and coaches, getting you to the game all season long. Since the 1930s, they've been your trusted full-service charter planner, serving local communities with safe, reliable travel. From private charters and school trips to tour groups, sports teams, and church outings, they've got you covered. Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Full-service travel with peace of mind. Visit MinnesotaCoaches.com or call 507-334-5121 today.
Specialty Personnel Services can solve both sides of work-related problems. For employees, they can put you to work in a short period of time with employers that are in need of your skills. For you employers, Specialty Personnel Services has a list of potential employees that have the skill set to excel on your company's team. Don't waste time chasing want ads. Let the professionals work for you. They do specializing in construction and manufacturing jobs. Specialty Personnel Services in Owatonna. Call 451-5773. In Austin, 433-5570.
Owatonna Auto Clinic has the cure when that check engine light comes on. Let the car doctors get to work diagnosing the issue with a prescription to get it back on the road fast. The experts at Owatonna Auto Clinic will diagnose the issue, fixing only what needs to be repaired. That's how they've earned their reputation for honesty. They handle routine service too, like brakes and suspension work. The vehicle prescriptions always at Owatonna Auto Clinic, 902 Hoffman Drive. Check out OwatonnaAutoClinic.com.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Fall is tailgating time. Have you planned your tailgate menu yet? Fairway has all of your game day party favorites with USDA choice steaks, fresh produce, snacks, and meat and cheese trays. Fairway meets all your game day needs. Shop online for curbside pickup or grab the weekly ad when you shop the store. Fairway Meat and Grocery, located in Faribault, is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all of your grocery needs.
Zane Thoma, a senior, is in net for the Austin Packers, and C.J. Collin, a freshman, is the goalie for the Faribault Falcons. Falcons are huddled around their goaltender right now, around the net. And the Austin Packers are on the bench to my left. Falcons will be on the bench to my right. We're right behind the scorer's table, right behind the penalty box and the benches. Most places do not have this. Usually the benches and the scorer's table are across the ice from where I'm usually sitting. I kind of like this arrangement for hockey because you don't always see who the penalty's on, and you can see the guy coming into the box right below you. Kyler Flanders, Trent Rubin, Tate Johnson, and Braden Green starting for the Austin Packers. For Faribault, Kunze is one of the defensemen. The other one is Jack Faribault. The face-off was just controlled by the Austin Packers. They shove it back into the Falcon zone, and it's picked up by Kunze. Kunze behind the net. He'll whip it all the way down the rink, and he's got a break. Oh, my, he fell down. Unfortunately, fell down. He was wide open. That was a set play right out of the gate. Brandon Boyd had raced down the rink. Kunze behind the net throws a pass, and it would have been an accurate one, too, had he been able to keep his footing, but he lost his footing, fell down, so it ended up in an icing call. We'll have a face-off to the right of Collin in the Falcon zone. Faribault does win this face-off. I don't know why they don't keep those statistics on the high school league website, or the Boys Hockey Hub website, because it's such an important statistic, face-offs, but you don't see them anywhere there, and I'm pretty sure teams probably take track of them, or at least I remember back in the Joe Dragic days, he was a big believer in keeping track of those. It shows you how old I am, right? Austin Packers just gain control of the puck in their own zone. They're going to try to break it back into the Falcon zone. They cross the blue line. With the puck is Kyler Flanders. He's a senior defenseman. Now Faribault ends up with it behind the net. He'll try to pass it. Did not get it on the stick. And it's knocked away. A pad save there by Collin. A deep shot from about the blue line by the Packers. They do not have shots on goal in this place, and it never ceases to amaze me. You got an amateur hockey team here, the Bruins, and no shots on goal. Here's a steal. It's sent back from just as he crossed the blue line that time was Riley Slinger, the junior for Faribault. Might have gotten a little impatient that time. If he had gone closer, he would have, maybe had a better chance. And now I think we have an icing on the Packers. So I got to try to keep track of the scoring, and shots on goal are shots on goal, right? Not just shots. Face-off will be to the right of Toma, the senior netminder for the Austin Packers in that red circle. Going in for the Falcons is going to be Boyd. He's a junior forward, Brandon Boyd. Faribault did have it. Now the Austin Packers end up with it at mid-ice. It's Cade Overrocker. He's a junior defenseman. They go cross ice with a pass, an angle pass, and he crosses the blue line. Overrocker. He's going to skate behind the net, ring the puck to the other side. He'll get it back. No, he won't. It goes right by him and comes to the near side. Now a near steal by the Falcons on the near side board as Cole tried to kick it away after it got knocked off the board. Cole keeping check. Here's a shot and a nice save. That was right to the chest of Colin Alex Whipple on the shot, the junior, but did not go through. He protected it. That hurts. A puck in the chest. I mean, with the pads, you feel that. Bothan's going to check in here for the Faribault Falcons. Aaron Bothan is a sophomore. Face-off is to the circle to the left of Colin. Faribault just sends it back to the other way. It was tipped, so it's not going to be an icing call. Packers go back to retrieve. Kunze still on the ice. My guess is, and I didn't ask the coach this and probably should have, he's been playing defenseman here during the season. That means he could probably get a little more ice time in, if you know what I mean. As here come the Packers, there's a shot, and it goes just wide of the glove of Colin. Kunze was kind of in front of the guy, and so he couldn't get a clean look. Now the puck is at neutral ice. Faribault has been sorely outshot this season. I mean, you can't say Colin hasn't seen a lot of shots because he has. I'll give you some stats during our intermission reports that are really interesting. These two teams are the 10th and 11th teams in terms of penalty kill. So if you get on a power play, a good chance of a goal here tonight. Nice interception of a pass, and then he got tripped. Kunze got tripped. I would hope they would. No, they're not going to call it. Wow. He clearly stuck out his stick and tripped him at mid-ice. Now across the blue line come the Packers. It's knocked off the stick of the Packer. They'll send it back into the corner to the right of Colin. They'll make a shift change. Well, I can't believe that. I mean, clearly stuck out the stick to trip him. Kunze comes up the ice. He's trying to pass it to himself. We're going a little too far in front of him. Now he tries to steal it back. Does. Shoots, and it's caught. Nice glove save. He tried to go over the shoulder on the opposite side to Kunze to get closer to that all-time scoring record for total points. He's already got the goals scored record, but total points, that's goals and assists combined, right? Pretty rare to have a goals and assists record. Linneman had the points record and the assists record prior. Well, he still has the assist record and probably will even after this season unless Kunze goes nuts on assists. He's got, I think they told me 20 or so to catch him. But he could and should get the all-points record this season, and he could do that tonight. We have another, I think we're going to have a penalty here. One of the Falcons just got knocked to the ice in the neutral zone. Brandon Boyd, the junior. And coming into the penalty box with an A on his uniform. Yeah, I thought it said number 6 on his uniform, and there's no 6 on the roster. So I have a face-off to the right in the Austin zone, the right circle. They'll announce that penalty hopefully here soon. as Slinger.
4:30 minor penalty for trip. Cost number 5. Kate Overrocker for tripping. 5 at 4:30.
It was a tripping call. Frankly, I don't know why they didn't call that other one. He did write it on the board here, so I got to get my binoculars so I can see the board. And it is on, the penalty is on Cade Overrocker, the junior. Again, I got to watch my microphone because there's some young lady sitting right below me here that would pick it up. So Faribault on the power play here. They got a minute 54 left in it. Now we got another penalty on Austin. So it's 5 on 3. Here's a shot, and it goes behind the goal. That was a nice pass. Trying to pass it as the puck was coming toward him. Trying to shoot it as the puck came toward him was the Faribault Falcon. There's a shot wide of the net. It's going to ring all the way to the other end of the rink. Collins going to retrieve it for his teammates. And Austin will take the opportunity to make a shift change. The other penalty is on a number that's not on their roster. You gotta love it. 42 is not listed on this roster that they gave me before the game. And that's the number that's on the board. Here's a shot and a save. Was taken just below the blue line. Kunze's back on the ice on the power play here. They got 41 seconds on the Overrocker penalty and 62 seconds on the other one. At the blue line. Slinger scores from right around the Hormel logo. So Slinger scores. And Kunze might have got an assist on that. We'll see. He needs 3 points to break the record, 2 to tie. He's already got the goals record. Face off following the goal. Faribault up 1-0.
Seven. Ryan Slinger, assistant number 2, AJ Kiefer. And number 27, David Wagner, 7-2, 27, and 5-54.
Well, it's actually not. The assists went to A.J. Kiefer, a senior for Faribault, and to David Wagner, a sophomore. So no assist to Kunze. I thought he was over in that corner and made the last pass, but I was obviously wrong. And the Packers are in the Falcon zone looking to tie this thing up. Backing into the net is C.J. Collin. Here's a shot, and it's a pad save, and there's a rebound, and Faribault picks it up right away. Kunze has it, brings it at mid-ice, across the blue line of the Packers. He'll send it toward the goal. There's a rebound, but nobody was able to get it for Faribault. After seeing that, I think right after I shoot, I'd follow my shot as it's hit off the near side board by the Falcons, and so far they have kind of controlled the action here. Right? Kind of controlled the action. I have them with 4 shots on goal, and I have the Packers with 3. And again, those are very unofficial statistics, but H&R Block, Faribault, Wauwatosa, Lakeville helps us bring him to you. There's another steal by Kunze. Right off the stick of the Packer. He brings it across mid-ice. He's at the blue line. He shoots, and it's knocked off. There's again a rebound, and Kunze that time did follow his shot to try and get that rebound. He just couldn't make the goal. He's shaking his head like he couldn't believe he didn't get the goal. He was trying to lift it over his left shoulder again. As they say in the hockey business, top shelf. So Kiefer is going to check in here for Faribault. Got an assist earlier on the Slinger goal. Faribault scoring about 7 minutes 6 or 7 minutes into the game, we have a face-off to the left of Collin in the Falcons zone. Slinger is in the face-off circle, along with Kyler Flanders, a senior. It's a shot. It gets deflected by Faribault. And we got a penalty now on Kunze. So Kunze gets whistled for a penalty. That puts Austin on the power play. I'm going to check out those statistics. Faribault ranks 8th in save percentage. They're 11th out of 11 teams in the Big Nine in goals against average. Slinger just got a steal for Faribault. Makes a nice pack behind him, but it's picked off by Austin. Austin ranks 10th in save percentage. They rank 10th in goals against average. So these are two teams that have allowed a lot of goals this season. Penalty kill, Austin ranks 11th out of the 11 teams. Faribault's 9th. As here comes a point-blank shot, and he stuffed it. Great job by Collin to stop that. He skated right to the post and tried to stuff it in, and he was denied by C.J. Collin, the freshman. Flanders, the senior, tried to stuff it in his senior night here, and I expected flowers and the whole shooting match, but they must be doing that after the game, which frankly I kind of like. Then you don't delay the visiting team parents. They can get home and you don't have to sit through all that, if you know what I mean. If you're a local person and it's your kids, it's understood, but if you're on the road, it's kind of neat to do it afterwards. Everybody's time is precious to them, you know. Here's a shot wide of the goal. I mean, very wide of the goal, so it won't be on goal. On the power play still, 50 seconds left on the power play for Austin. Here's a nice centering pass, smack dab at the crease, and they're not able to get it in. Ooh, my. We've got a Falcon and a Packer kind of tussling right in front of the net. Here's a shot. Oh, my, how did he see that? He had two guys in front of him, did Collin, and he just got it where you don't want to get it from the bounce to the Packer, if you know what I mean. 26 seconds left in the power play. The Kunze's in the box. Hard to get to the scoring record when you're in the box. Boyd's going to check on the ice. On the power play, by the way, Faribault coming into this game ranked 10th in percentage. They were 7th in numbers of power play. And the Austin Packers ranked 10th in numbers of power play. And they ranked 3rd in percentage, believe it or not, in the Big Nine. 3rd in power. So they can score. They give up a lot, too. That's the problem. Pass comes out just below the blue line where it says the Austin Foundation. Kunze's back on the ice. Here comes a attempt at a centering pass. It was deflected by Faribault. So now the Falcons are back at full strength, but they got a penalty kill that the Packers did not get on the power play by Faribault. They were on a 5-on-3 though. 6:51 to go in the period. Well, I guess we won't have an icing call on the Falcons. Thought we were going to. There's a half rink pass by Austin, nearly picked off. Tried to get it to Cam Lundberg. He's a junior. Behind the net goes the Faribault Falcons, gathering the puck. Skating back the other way is Alexander Tim, a senior on this Faribault team. Faribault dumps it back into the Austin zone. They've got that 1-0 lead. They've got about 4 guys waiting for the Packers to come to mid-ice, try and get the puck off the stick. There's a nice little back pass, but it's knocked off the stick by Faribault. Cole, here's a pass and a nice save. So 2 more shots by the Packers are at 5. I didn't count the last one. Just below the blue line. Again, nobody's on a power play, but they look like they're on one now. Try to set up a little triangle to the right of Collin. Again, they've got a guy right in front of the net. whose number I don't have on my roster. I'm going to guess 21 is 20, which would be Leighton Reuter Wenzel, a junior, who is parked right in front. Now Faribault at neutral ice sends the puck all the way back into the Austin zone, and Jack Faribault will hit the bench. There's a deflection, knocked down by Slinger with his hand, knocked down the puck out of the air, goes cross rink at neutral ice. It's picked up by Faribault. Here comes the Falcons' Wagner, and there's a shot and a cover-up by the netminder, the senior for Austin. 6-5 shots, my tally. Now, they'll have the official tally written on the board after the period. We'll see how far off I am. H&R Block with offices in Faribault, Watauga, and Lakeville brings you all of our statistics tonight because they know their numbers, and guess what? Next week is when you can start filing those taxes. Should be getting those W-2s here this week. That would be the hope, the dream, the desire. Ring on the board are the Packers in the Falcon zone. They've got it. It rings back the other way, trying to get that goalie to go 5 to side, get him out of position, right? The Packers send it back to the point. Trying to get some spacing. Here's a shot and a glove by Collin, who has been to the task. Both teams now, 7 shots for Austin, 5 for Faribault. Falcons are up 1-0. There's 4:40 to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Collin. It's picked up by Faribault off the face-off. Slinger was coming up the ice, and then he lost control of it. It's picked up by Anderson, Isaac Anderson, the senior for Austin. Now the Falcons come back, bringing it across mid-ice. He was going to, I think, pass it ahead to himself and ended up losing control of it, was Brandon Boyd. Packers have a 2-on-1, another great save. He decided to shoot it. He had a teammate to his right with an open net, but the Packer decided to shoot it, and there was a pad save by Collin. Again, they got somebody perched right in front of the goal, do the Packers. Another save. Collin, boy, is he standing on his head right now. Here come the Packers again. Got to write down all these shots. And another glove save this time. 10 shots now by the Packers. They are what you would say is peppering the net. 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go in this first period. 1-0 Falcons. They scored on the power play. If you just tuned in, Tommy Kunze, the senior for the Falcons, a Bethlehem Academy student, is just 2 points away from tying the all-time points record and 3 points away from breaking it. He already has the goals record. He set that earlier this year. He surpassed Christian Von Ruden in the goals scored record in his career. And here's another shot from a ways out, but it'll be a glove save, so it will be a shot on goal. 6-1 for Faribault by my count. Shot was taken by Logan Wagner, the sophomore. Have a face-off to the left of Thoma. It's dumped back in the zone that time by Kunze as it came out toward the blue line. Kunze, of course, a defenseman. In there with Faribault at the blue line. Kunze sidesteps a defender, sidesteps another one. Gets to the corner. He center passes it, and it's intercepted. Coming back the other way of the Packers. They had a 2-on-1. Kunze gets back ahead of everybody and almost got the puck. Well, that shows you the speed he has on those skates. He is just so much fun to watch. In the corner, the Falcons have it to the near side. Trying to send it back the other way is Alexander Tim, the senior. And he's able to do that. It's not an icing call. It was deflected. Tim will come off the ice right now, and Kiefer will jump on the ice for the Falcons. Across the blue line come the Packers. And they go right to the net, and it is turned aside. Actually, I don't think he even took the shot. Now he's going to take a shot. And a pad save. Collin has had 11 saves by my count. Coming up the rink with the puck for the Falcons is Faribault. He was going full tilt. Now he skates backwards into the neutral zone. How he doesn't fall down, I'll never know. Coming back the other way are the Packers. Far side board, they've got it. They skate around and go around the net. They look to center pass it on the opposite side. Here's a shot, and it's deflected and goes out of play. So far, Colin has had a great game in net. Landon Hill took that shot. I have them with 12 shots on goal. The Austin Packers. As I said, they do keep track of the scores table. They just don't have it on their board, which is just amazing when you got a amateur hockey team in town. Maybe we should get the Bruins and Faribault. We got shots on goal on our board. Of course, we can't see as many as this place does. Unfortunately, just below the blue line, there's a shot that deflects again. That almost deflected in the net. So kind of a lucky bounce there for Faribault. Lucky, not so Faribault, not so lucky for Austin. Tim's going to jump back on the ice here and replace Boffin. Minute 24 to go in the first period. Faribault's clinging to a 1-0 lead. The face-off to the right of Collin in the Falcons zone, and the Packers win it. There's a shot right off the face-off wide of the net. Was not on goal. There's a little flip pass, nothing on it. It's picked off by Kunze. Kunze brings it across mid-ice, across the blue line. He'll send it, and it's deflected. The person in front of him had it deflect off his stick. The person in front of him was Kyler Flanders. It's senior night here tonight for the Austin Packers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seniors on this team. Cross rink pass. Here they come. Shot. And again, a save by Collin. 13 shots. I mean, that guy slid in there right on cue, right in front of him. Collin made the glove save. And feeling the pain of hitting the board after he took the shot that time is Max Joseph. He's a senior for Austin. Just a little guy. Shot goes high. You hear it hit the glass behind the goal. Packers. Oh my, Slinger just got shoved aside by the Packer. And there's another save. He allowed a rebound, but no Packer was there to get it. Faribault does get it and sends it all the way down to the other end of the rink. I think it was picked up by Kunze. That'll be an icing call. 39.9 seconds to go in the first period. Falcons are up 1-0. Goal was scored by Jack Faribault. He's a junior. Assisted by it was by Slinger. Slinger scored the goal. Wagner had an assist, and Kiefer had an assist. 17 seconds to go. They're kind of playing back and forth with the puck right now. Nobody in major control. There's a centering pass, a little back shot, a rebound, and Collin is there again. I got 14 shots for Austin, and I have 6 for Faribault. But the Falcons have the score, and that's what matters. 1-0. Face off to the right. Shot goes wide of the goal with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll be it. So the Falcons have a 1-0 lead after the first period here. The Austin Packers here at Riverside Arena, Big Nine Conference Hockey, hosting the Faribault Falcons. Faribault has a 1-0 lead, and we'll get you the official shots on goal tally, and they'll find out just how bad I am at this. Keeping track of the shots on goal. By the way, the Faribault Falcons are supposed to play, according to their website, I told you earlier, Coach said it's not accurate. Saturday they were supposed to play Winona, and it says on the website St. Thomas University. St. Thomas Arena is what it says. And, of course, that's in St. Paul. They play Winona Faribault would be the home team, but they said no, that's not the case. So your guess is as good as mine. Faribault Falcons host Albert Lee next Thursday at the Faribault Ice Arena. These Austin Packers on Saturday play at 1 in the afternoon against Red Wing right here. Then they entertain La Crescent on Tuesday at 7. And next Friday, they travel to Marshall, Minnesota for a game, a 7 o'clock drop of the puck. Our first intermission report will come your way next. The Hormel Spam Zamboni is resurfacing the ice here at Riverside Arena in Austin with the Faribault Falcons after one period up by a 1-0 score. You're listening to Big Nine Conference Hockey on Southern Minnesota's sports leader for nearly 8 decades, the mighty 920 KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota, a Town Square media station.
You train hard. You play harder. Now it's time to level up. The Minnesota Air National Guard isn't just a part-time job, it's a launch pad. Get elite training, real-world experience, and college paid for while staying close to home. You've got the drive. We've got the mission. Call 1-800-835-3764. Your future doesn't wait. Neither do we.
JMO's Bowl in Faribault is this area's fun center. Bowling is a great exercise and can be enjoyed by the young and old. Birthday party packages are available for kids and adults. JMO's, where you always strike a great meal, has incredibly delicious food. Homemade pizzas, the ribs are out of this world, drop off the bone good. JMO's is always looking for quality employees with a variety of jobs available. So take a trip to JMO's Bowl in Faribault. It'll put a smile on your face. Maybe your tummy, too.
Unleash the beast with Coyote.
As a business owner, do you have a game plan in place to stay focused on safety and preventing claims? Let our team help support your business. Federated Insurance offers a customizable lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you continue your winning streak. At Federated Mutual Insurance Company, it's our business to protect yours. Rated A+ Superior by AM Best Company.
Unleash the beast with Coyote, the tractor that tears through tough like it's nothing. From the first start to the final haul, Coyote delivers non-stop, no-quit power. You've got the land. Now take control with a machine that never backs down. Get behind the strength. Get behind Coyote. Rule the ground with Coyote today. Stop in and check out the full line at your local Coyote dealer. Northland Farm Systems, 2250 Austin Road in Owatonna, or online at northlandfarmsystems.com.
That's our first intermission report. We're going to check out all those statistics. The service of H&R Block. They have offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. Officially, you can start filing your taxes next week. Of course, you need your W-2 in order to get that accomplished. But I would get my appointment set up there at H&R Block. If you, many times they're jam-packed, loaded on the day you want in Faribault, and Lakeville is not that far, and neither is Austin. And you can go to one of those offices and have your taxes done. They're all excellent facilities with fantastic preparers. Now, I have had the same preparer for a number of years. It's kind of nice to have that, right? Big-time trust. H&R Block, Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville, because they know taxes. Just one goal to report. That was by Faribault. It was at the 6:54 mark. The score was by, I didn't write first names in my box here, and I should really do that, Riley Slinger. He's a junior, and I'll look up what number of goals he has now. Assisted by A.J. Kiefer. And by David Wagner. A.J. is a senior, and David is a sophomore. I'm going to grab my score sheet now. My teeny tiny one font score sheet. Should have brought my magnifying glass. Kunze, as you would guess, leads this team in scoring. He's got 22 total points. The only guy in double-digit points for the Falcons. They only average in the conference 1 goal a game. That is the 11th out of 11 teams. Kunze has scored 8 goals in 8 games during the 8 conference games, 8 goals. So about a goal a game, and that's what the team's averaging, about a goal a game. For Slinger, that was his 2nd goal of the season. And let's see here. It's his first conference goal of the year. For Kiefer, A.J. Kiefer, it's his first assist of the season. If this is accurate, that's what they wrote on the board down there. And David Wagner picks up his 4th assist of the year. And his first assist in the conference. So that's the scoring stats. How did I do on shots on goal? We'll find out right after this. Some great messages coming away during our first intermission break from Riverside Arena in Austin, Minnesota, where the Faribault Falcons have a 1-0 lead during our first intermission
Taji
report.
Jewelry in downtown Kenyon would like to thank the scores of people who stopped by during their 50th anniversary year in 2025. Larry Taji says he does have a few overstock items he'd like to get out the door, so you can still experience some terrific savings on wall clocks, cuckoo clocks, Howard Miller grandfather clocks, wristwatches, and more. You never go wrong with a gift of jewelry from Taji Jewelry. Larry knows diamonds. You don't want just any diamond. You want a Taji Jewelry diamond. Harley's Auto Salvage has been in business over a half-century, serving people through their Like Magic nationwide parts locator. New and used auto parts. Check out their large supply of new and used tires. 30-day warranty on electronics, 60-day warranty on all motors and transmissions with extended warranties available.
Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage. Haven't been here in a while? Stop in and check out our drive-through recycling building. You can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal. And of course, we're always here to help you get that newer used auto part. Harley's Auto Salvage.
Specialty Personnel Services can solve both sides of work-related problems. For employees, they can put you to work in a short period of time with employers that are in need of your skills. For you employers, Specialty Personnel Services has a list of potential employees that have the skill set to excel on your company's team. Don't waste time chasing want ads. Let the professionals work for you. They do specializing in construction and manufacturing jobs. Specialty Personnel Services in Owatonna. Call 451-5773. In Austin, 433-5570.
Minnesota Coaches Incorporated is proud to transport teams, athletes, cheerleaders, and coaches, getting you to the game all season long. Since the 1930s, they've been your trusted full-service charter planner, serving local communities with safe, reliable travel. From private charters and school trips to tour groups, sports teams, and church outings, they've got you covered. Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Full-service travel with peace of mind. Visit MinnesotaCoaches.com or call 507-334-5120 today.
Yeah, I'm sure they brought him down here tonight. I drove myself separately, and there was quite a bit of blowing snow on my way here. I left fairly earlier than I normally would have, just because I wanted to drive in more daylight than darkness with the blowing snow. Obviously, on the drive home, it's going to be dark. So we'll see how that works out. As the Faribault Falcons have a 1-0 lead, shots on goal, the official tally, at least by the Packers scorekeepers, had Austin with 19. I had him with 16. And they had the Falcons with, what did they have the Falcons with? They had the Falcons with 7. I had them with 6. So I guess I wasn't too far off. Our statistics, the service of the folks at H&R Block with offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. Austin had 2 penalties. Faribault had 1. Faribault had a power play goal. And Faribault had a penalty kill. Actually, 2 penalty kills. in the first period. As I said, coming into this game, the Austin Packers are 7th in goals per game, averaging about 2.4 goals per game. They're 10th out of 11 teams in goals allowed per game at 4.88. Faribault Falcons are 11th in scoring at 1 goal a game. These are just league statistics, just the Big Nine. I don't think it's fair to compare all the games because some teams play Metro teams and some, you know what I'm saying? Their schedule is so much tougher. It's really hard to compare. So that's why I'm using Big Nine only statistics. Goals against per game, Faribault averaging over 6 goals per game against. In conference play, they're averaging over 7 goals in overall games. They are 11th out of 11 teams in that category. Again, they are 10th in power play percentage at 12.5%, and they are number 7 in penalty kill at 69.6%. As you just heard the announcer say, the Packers are back on the ice, and we're about set for our second 17-minute period here at Riverside Arena in Austin. The Falcons will be hitting the ice right
File your taxes with expert help at H&R Block in Faribault, Watana, and Lakeville. Their tax preparers average over a decade of tax preparation experience. The awesome thing these days is you put the information together, drop it off, and if your preparer has any questions, they'll call you. It's fast and so easy. H&R Block, Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville, where you get your maximum refund guaranteed.
All right, here we go with the second period. Of course, they've switched ends. Falcons will be going left to right, and the Packers right to left on your radio dial. Falcons in their green and black and white names on the back, white numerals, white helmets. Packers also in white helmets, wearing the red and the white. Red numerals with black trim. Falcons have Faribault emblazoned across their chests as they drop the puck, and Slinger, well, he initially, I thought, won the face-off. Faribault did have it. Now the Packers pick it up. Here's a shot, a glove save right out of the gate by the Falcons. Collin has been to the task. He's now got 20 saves. 16:50 to go. Face-off is to the left of Collin. Here's another shot, pad save. 21 shots, 21 saves. They come to the blue line. It's sent wide of the goal. Nobody's on a power play here, but the Packers certainly look like they're on one. They got two guys at the point. They keep getting them the puck, trying to get it to teammates or shoot. And now here's a steal. Slinger had it, then lost it. And the Packers will circle back into the Falcon zone and around the blue line. It's awfully close to being offside. Here's a shot, another great save by Colley. Tries to get back, and I think it rolled in. The rebound rolled in, the initial save, but the rebound rolled in. And we got a tie game just 50 seconds into the second period. We'll check the board with the binoculars. And they write on the board that the Packers, Max Joseph, a senior, just a little guy, but he's quick, got the goal. And the assist went to Eli Kruger, a senior. Again, the Packers have control of the puck in the Falcon zone. I'm sure their coach was not happy with the fact that Faribault controlled most of the puck time in the first period. It's been all Packers since they dropped the puck this period.
Faribault's number 5, Jack Ragel for hooking at 50 seconds. Scoring on the goal
There's another shot and a save by Collin. They had a guy go in the penalty box. I did not see him go in the penalty box for Faribault, and it's not on the board. And I don't see a guy in the box either. It's right below me. They just announced a penalty, but there's nothing on the board. And there's 5 guys on 5 on the ice, so I go figure that one. Anyway, we're tied at 1. And the Packers have just dominated this puck this period since they dropped it. Kunze passes it to his left. There's a shot from his left. Probably should have got it back to Kunze. He was right in the center of the ice. But instead the shot was taken and there's a glove save. And I myself wouldn't say that was on goal. It was over his head, but he gloved it. I don't think officially they'd count that, but I'm going to put it down here just in case. I have Austin already with 4 shots this period. They now have 23 on the night. 1-1 is their score. We're in the second period. Big 9 conference action here in Austin at Riverside Arena. The Falcons gaining control, get the puck across the blue line. Slinger had it. You hear the Packers knocking on their glass because one of the Packers just took out a Falcon on the far side board with a really hard check. Oh my, that was a great stick save by the Austin Packer netminder that time. Thoma came from almost behind the goal. They're going to try it again, and he's to the task again. That weird angle shot was attempted by Brandon Boyd, the junior. And here come the Packers on a break toward the net. And again, a save. There's a rebound. It's picked up back in the corner by the Packers. They're at 5. They're out here in a vengeance. Here's a shot, another save by Collin. He's got 24 saves so far in this game. 14:01 to go in the second period. Slinger and Kunze come to the bench here. Here's a shot, and it's gloved, but he had to go out of the goal to catch it, so I'm not going to put it as a shot on goal. Be to the right of Collin will be the face-off, right to left on your radio dial. It's picked up and then shot, another pad save. Puck is kicked up in the air by the Packer, goes to mid-ice and bounces. Going back to try and retrieve it are the Packers. Right in front of their net, they skate, cross-rink pass, circling into the neutral zone is the Austin Packer. He'll back pass it, dump it back into the Falcon zone. Faribault was trying to retrieve it behind the net. They lost the puck on the edge, a little bow out of the net. As he was skating by, we're going to have an icing call on the Falcons. Faribault has just 2 shots on goal this period. We're not quite 4 minutes into it. Taking a seat is going to be A.J. Keeper. He had an assist earlier tonight. Yet if you just joined us, Tommy Kunze is 2 points away from tying, 3 points away from breaking the all-points record for Faribault High School. He already has the goals record, which had been accomplished by Christian Von Ruden. Here come the Packers. Shot and another save by Collin. And again, we're talking point-blank shots here. There's no help for Collin back there on most of these. Taking a seat is Wagner, who had he had an assist in the Slinger goal for Faribault in that first period. Well, they didn't call a penalty, but one of the Falcons just got checked up against the board. And Packer loses his skates as he's skating up, but it ends up in another Packer. Oh my. The rebound almost went in, went off the pad of Collin. Here comes another shot from his left, and Collin is to the task on that one. I already have them with 11 shots this period. which would give them 30 now for the game. They had 19 in the first period. I had them with 16, but the official tally was 19. So Collins tucking the he was taking a drink here, and the official let him do that. I'll bet he gets a workout every night, man. He by far has the most saves in the Big Nine. Here's a shot, and he's only a freshman. So if he stays with it, right, he'll be really good by the time he's a senior. Austin Packers, a little give and go from the left of Collins. He skates to the other side, quickly shoots, and Collins kicks it away with a skate. Cross rink pass. Sent. It gets right back out to him. Now there's a centering pass, and he misses it. And Faribault could have a breakaway if they can get back quick enough. Kunze's going to chase the puck. Packer chases it. Packer got lead time. Kunze trying to get that puck, and then he gets knocked off the puck by his own teammate. Slinger going for the puck. Goes back behind the net. Rings it to the other side. Austin gains control. Austin comes up the rink. They beat everybody. Here's a shot, and did it go in? I think it did. That was a breakaway. And the Packers just took the lead. Faribault led 1-0 after the first period. It's going to be an unassisted goal. Overrocker scored. Unassisted. $11:19 to go in the period. Face off to the right of Collin. Oh my, that was maybe the softest goal you'll ever see. The puck came out off the face-off to the point. He sent it to a teammate in the slot, and it went off the teammate's skate into the net. There was nothing Collin could do about that one. So they score literally seconds after the last score. And after having nothing in the first period, already 3 goals in this period. Scores 20 seconds after the previous goal. 3-1 Packers. And again, puck bounces, oh my. Well, there should be a penalty for that. The Packer came over and whacked his stick at the glove of the goaltender, Collin, who had easily covered it up. Well after he covered it up. The face-off again is won by the Packers. They're winning every face-off now. Packers send it back into the Falcons zone. There's another shot and another save. I have them with 14 shots this period, and there's still 10 minutes to go. Here's a little back shot. It ends up being saved. Trying to make the score right, and I mean point blank, was Isaac Anderson, a senior. So Tim's going to hit the ice again. Another shot from the point. Deflected. Well, the goal was knocked off its moorings, and the official's going to put it back on. Well, I tell you, I don't know how Colin doesn't see pucks. Well, maybe he does see pucks in his sleep. Man, oh man. Face off to his right. I'll give you that statistic during our next intermission report. The number of saves he's had is incredible on the season. I'll give you just the total Faribault team numbers. Well, I guess I could give you his too, as far as that goes. Shot is going to be deflected up into the netting and almost over the netting, which is pretty high here. 10:25 to go, second period. It's 3-1 Packers. They've scored 3 goals in less than 7 minutes. In 6 minutes and 35 seconds, they scored 3 goals in this period. And it's just a matter of total control of the puck. There's a pass cross rink, another shot, a pad save. He whiffed on the rebound. Joseph trying to get his second goal, whiffed on the rebound, came right in the slot to him. Falcons had it for a moment. Tim lost control. He's back trying to keep check of the Packer, who is at neutral ice. And that was Overrocker, who scored in this period. One of the Falcons lost their stick. We're going to have a Packer go in the penalty box here. Going in the penalty box is going to be Overrocker. That's his second penalty. He had a penalty in the first period. So Faribault goes on the power play. They really could use a goal here. We already told you they're slashing. So right out of the gate, the Packers got control of the puck, sent it to the other end of the rink. Now they intercept the puck and send it back again to the other end of the rink. Faribault will gain control. Coming up with the puck, and then he loses control of it too, is Wagner. Across rink was Kunze. Now they do get it to Kunze. He'll back up in the Falcon zone. Pass it to, oh no, that was not a great pass. Neutral ice. And it's a good thing he's got good speed and was able to get back to the puck. The Packer just skated and tripped himself over the bump of the net. And that'll stop play so they can get that net on its moorings. 8 minutes, 52 seconds to go here in the second period. Minute 14 to go on the Faribault power play. They already scored a power play goal earlier tonight to make it 1-0 in the first period. 19 saves in that first period by Colin. Face off above the Falcon blue line on the near side of the ice is controlled again by the Packers. You get it back to Kunze. He'll go cross rink to Slinger. Slinger diagonally tries to get it to a teammate, but it goes off his skates and all the way to the other corner. The teammate was Aaron Boffin. Now Faribault again. Oh, and a great pass right in front of the net. And the web was wide open and the Falcons couldn't punch it in. There was a rebound, and I mean that net was wide open. And for a scramble for the puck, Falcons couldn't come up with it, and the Packers are going to ice the puck. Well, you don't ice on the power play, but you know what I'm saying. They're going to take it and send it to the other end. Kunze gains it. Kunze comes up, brings it across the blue line. He's got 5 shorthanded goals this season. I think a half dozen power play goals. He's going to, center pass was just too much on it. Wagner skated right past it. Now Falcons go back to Kunze. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Passing it to himself off the board was Wagner. It's intercepted by Austin. Slinger comes up with it. There are 6 seconds left of the power play off the far side board. The puck caroms into mid-ice. Picked up by the Packers. It's knocked off his stick by Kunze. Now on the near side, right by the Packer bench. A Faribault Falcon nearly lands in the bench. As Faribault will track it down, it'll be Kunze who'll send it up the ice. It's picked up at mid-ice. Nice little back pass, but unable to get to, they're going to call a icing call here. Or no, an offside. We'll have a face-off. Tim's going to hit the ice again, and also back on the ice is Boyd for the Faribault Falcons. Taking a seat for Faribault is Johnny Cole, the junior. 3-1 is the score. Austin leads. They've scored all 3 of their goals. That went right through the right through the legs of a Falcon pass by the Packer. There's a glove save from the point. Shooting it for Austin was Rector. Narek Rector. He's a senior. So we'll have a face-off to the right of Collin. Austin has won virtually all of these face-offs. That's been the key reason why they've been able to score. They scored 3 goals in the first 6 minutes and 35 seconds of this period, and they're up 3-1. Puck's going to roll all the way back into the Austin zone. Hit off the far side board. Slinger picks it up. Behind him, the puck goes. Now the Packers come out of there with it again. Slinger's going to back pass it toward the goal from neutral ice. It's saved by the goalie, Thama, for his teammate. It was almost stolen by Faribault right next to the goal by Tim. Now the puck goes back into the Falcon zone. Ringing behind the board are the Packers. Knocking it away from the Packer that time was Faribault's Faribault. Now at mid-ice, Kunze has it. He's going to skate across the blue line, leave it for his teammate after doing a little pirouette. He lost it. Austin's going to come back the other way. The Packers across the blue line didn't have anything on that shot. As he got across the blue line, he shot it, and there was virtually no oomph on it at all. And now one of the Falcons takes exception to a guy who, after the whistle blew, knocked a stick at Collin. And the official, I think, is now having a talk with him. He's also having a talk with the Falcon who had exception to it, Slinger, but you're just looking out for your buddy. 6:02 to go here in the second period. It's 3-1 Austin here on KDHL. AM, Faribault, Minnesota, a town square media station. Kunze needs 2 points to tie, 3 points to break the all-time all-points record for Faribault High School. Boys hockey, anyway. I don't know if it's both girls and boys, because there have been some girls that have had some pretty good careers, too. Near side board. I miss calling Faribault Falcon girls hockey. A couple of years in a row when they got to the section final there, they just couldn't get by Rochester Lured. No shame in that. A lot of teams couldn't do that. So the Packers trying to gain control in their own zone. They got me probably going to a chiropractor tomorrow because my neck is permanently looking at the Faribault net in this period. 5:25 to go. It's 3-1. Sending it back in behind the net are the Packers. Faribault's having a heck of a time trying to break it out of their zone. Since the drop of the puck this period, it's been all Austin. Here's a shot. And you can hear it hit the backboard. Trying to bully his way to the net that time for Austin. Was Rector. I think we got a score from the opposite side, and we do. Fourth goal of the period. And guess who scored? Overrocker.
1203 scoring for your Austin Packers. Number 5, Kate Overrocker, unassisted. 5 unassisted at 1203.
Another unassisted goal for Overrocker. So a commanding 4-1 lead for the Austin Packers. This will help their number of goals scored per game. That was not an issue for them. They've been giving up too many goals. But nothing so far this period. Faribault has, by my count, had only 2 shots. Centering pass. Rebounds to the opposite corner, and the net came off its moorings. And that official blew that whistle like right now. There's no power play here, but it sure looks like it. This whole period has looked like a power play for the Packers. Controlling the puck. That's been the key. Face-off be to the right of Collin. The other netminder here, Toma for Austin, could be roasting marshmallows right now. There's a near steal, but Austin gets it back. Now Faribault has it, but again, no oomph on the pass. There's a shot and a rebound goes in the net. It's another goal for the Austin Packers. Their 5th goal in less than 13 minutes. 4:06 left in the period. .51 after their previous goal. We'll see who gets credit for this one. Face off, Faribault gets. Puck goes behind the Austin net. A neutralized Faribault trying to gain control. Now the Packers carry it in, but it's picked up, stolen away by Kunze. Kunze's going to shoot from just below the blue line. He the Packer ended up with a glove save. That goal, by the way, was by another unassisted goal by Kyler Flanders. It's 5-1. We got a penalty here. Kunze got knocked to the ice right after he shot that shot from behind. So Faribault go on a power play here. Penalty was called on Alex Whipple, a junior. Austin sends it back to the other end of the rink on a pass. Faribault's on a power play here. Kunze brings it up to mid-ice. Has it knocked off his stick. Sent back the other way is the puck. 90 seconds left in the Faribault power play. They really do need a score here if they want any hope coming back in this one. It's right in front of the net, and then Faribault couldn't get to it again. Boy, that came right in front of the net, and Kiefer had an assist earlier, was right at the crease, but he couldn't get his stick on the puck. We got a stoppage of play, and we're going to go all the way to the other end of the rink in the Faribault zone. Now remember, Faribault's on a power play here. But you wouldn't know it. Cole comes onto the ice for the Falcons. Face off. Austin shoots right off the face off, and there's a glove save. They might have 19 more shots here in this period. There's another shot, and there was a rebound, and the Packers couldn't get it there. There was a hole on that other side after the rebound, but he couldn't get to the puck quick enough. Oh, man. In the slot is the puck. Kunze skates to it. Now he does a little pirouette around one defender, around another defender, shoots it. It hits the backboard. The rebound comes to Slinger. He shoots it. It caroms out to Kunze. He'll shoot, and it's deflected by the Packers. Now the shot deflected again by the Packers, that time by Kiefer, as the Austin Packers knock it off the far side board. Kunze has it with 30 seconds to go in the power play. He gets pinned up against the board. He'll get the puck back. He'll get it back again. He'll circle around the defender who tries to hook him with his stick. I don't know how that isn't a penalty. And coming back the other way are the Packers across the blue line on a shorthanded goal attempt, and it goes wide. 10 seconds left in the Faribault power play. And there's 1:43 to go in the period. Packers gain control, send it to the other end, and they just killed the penalty. Remember, we told you they have one of the worst penalty kills in the Big Nine. They didn't kill off the penalty in the first period, or they did kill off one of two, and they have killed off a couple of them in this period. 1:21 to go. We had a whistle stopping play. I think the puck went into the Austin bench. And they flip a new puck to the official out of the bucket. And he flips it back to the guy with the bucket. The other official went to the bench for Austin and got the puck. So Kunze's going to hit the ice here after a little breather. Yeah, he skates a lot of minutes. 1:21 to go. It's 5-1 Packers. Face off to the right of Collin. Kunze has it off the face off. The winning the face-off that time for Faribault was Wagner, and that's important because prior to the last couple of the face-offs, Austin had won every single one of them. And it's a really important statistic. We had an icing call. Our second intermission report is 1:12 away. Face-off to the right of Collin. Again, Faribault wins this one. Coming back the other way are the Falcons. They had a little bit of a breakaway. He tried to flip it to himself, Faribault. Packer got in front of him, hooking his body around, laying on his back is Thoma, the goaltender, and the Falcons had a wide, I mean, you talk about wide open nets. They couldn't get the puck on the opposite side, or it would have been an easy goal. He ended up lying on his back. The puck ended up under his derriere, right at the goal. 54.9 seconds to go in the period. It's 5-1 Austin. They've gone on a 5-0 run after Faribault scored after the first period. Coaches for Faribault are talking to the official here about something. Face-off will be to the right of Thoma. Slinger for Faribault, and Austin wins that one. Packers break out. Neutral ice. Kunze gets back to defend, and there's a pad save by Collin. 41 seconds to go in the period. Another shot, another pad save, and it's a goal on the rebound by the Packers. 37 seconds left in the period. They are running away with this one. Scoring the goal that time was Landon Hill. He's a junior defenseman. He was assisted by Overrocker, who has 2 goals tonight, 3 points. And Cam Lundberg, Jr., got the other assist for the Austin Packers, who are now up 6-1, and that's the end of the second period. We have a tussle right by the net. The Packer and the Falcon have to be separated by the officials here. One of the Packers skating off the ice with an official talking, and they're telling the boys to get to the locker room. So 6-1 is their score. Austin scores all 6 of their goals in the second period. Faribault does not score in the second period. In fact, if we had a time of possession clock, it would be incredible. Now they're grabbing the co-captains here, Kunze and the Packer. The officials are. One of the Falcons had his stick broke. As Kunze's talking to the official about, and I think he's emphasizing that it was a high stick. It wasn't called. I didn't hear the conversation. I was just obviously speculating. Well, we'll see what they got for shots on goal. Our second intermission report is coming your way next. The score after 2 periods, Austin Packers, Riverside Arena fans are very, very happy. They're up by a 6-1
Owatonna
score.
Auto Clinic has the cure when that check engine light comes on. Let the car doctors get to work diagnosing the issue with a prescription to get it back on the road fast. The experts at Owatonna Auto Clinic will diagnose the issue, fixing only what needs to be repaired. That's how they've earned their reputation for honesty. They handle routine service too, like brakes and suspension work. The vehicle prescriptions always at Owatonna Auto Clinic, 902 Hoffman Drive. Check out OwatonnaAutoClinic.com.
You train hard. You play harder. Now it's time to level up. The Minnesota Air National Guard isn't just a part-time job, it's a launch pad. Get elite training, real-world experience, and college paid for while staying close to home. You've got the drive. We've got the mission. Call 1-800-835-3764. Your future doesn't wait. Neither do we.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Fall means tailgating time. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck this fall to all area athletes from Fairway Owatonna.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Is it time for a tune-up or maybe a new furnace? Call Owatonna Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer today, and have your furnace checked. Don't wait until you're without heat and below zero temperatures. Call us to get your furnace checked to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning or sudden furnace failure when you really need it most. Owatonna Heating and Cooling is your local Carrier dealer. Turn to the experts. Find us online at owatonna-heating.com or call 507-451-2051. That's 451-2051.
JMO's Bowl.
Funding health insurance doesn't have to be stressful. For 35 years, Beth Fanning-Hange at Fanning & Associates has been helping people navigate their problems with confidence. Beth takes the time to truly get to know her clients, meeting in person, not leaving you on hold, or handing your information off to strangers. She'll compare plans from multiple providers to find the best fit for your needs. And if you just want to know whether you're paying too much, she'll review that too. Call Beth at Fanning & Associates in downtown Dodge Center. Your consultation is free.
It's the 97-cent sale at Cashwise Foods, and the savings are adding up. Juicy navel oranges or sweet Bartlett pears, just 97 cents a pound. Planning meals? Grab pork loin halves for only $2.97 a pound. Plus stock up on other pantry staples. Too cold to head out? Order online for easy pickup or delivery at Cashwise.com or on the Cashwise app. Stretch your grocery budget further with Cashwise.
Cash Buys Foods.
JMO's Bowl in Faribault is this area's fun center. Bowling is a great exercise and can be enjoyed by the young and old. Birthday party packages are available for kids and adults. JMO's, where you always strike a great meal, has incredibly delicious food. Homemade pizzas, the ribs are out of this world, drop off the bone good. JMO's is always looking for quality employees with a variety of jobs available. So take a trip to JMO's Bowl in Faribault. It'll put a smile on your face. Maybe your tummy, too.
No maybe about it. It'll definitely put a smile on your tummy. I just figured it out, folks. The Austin Packers scored 50 seconds into the second period. They scored 45 seconds after that, 20 seconds after that, 6 minutes and 18 seconds after that, 51 seconds after that, and 3 minutes and 49 seconds before their final goal. 6 goals in all in the second period. And I think 4 of the 6 were unassisted. I'm going to look at the shots here. Let's see what they got for Austin on there. Let's see what I got. 5, 10, 15, 20. I had 22. I had 25. They had Faribault with 7 again. That's what they had in the first period. I had Faribault with 4 that period. We're going to have a penalty coming out of the next period. At the end of that period, there was a penalty called on number 20, who is not on the roster. I'm assuming it's 21, for head contact. I don't know if that's a major or not. But the third period, we'll start with a penalty, it sounds like. Anyway, we'll have more of your intermission report. Number 2 with a score 6-1. Austin Packers, right after we hear from some of our super sponsors.
At Community Personal, make it Taji Jewelry.
Awards by Taji and Kenyon can assist you in recognizing someone with plaques or trophies in a variety of styles and price ranges. Say thanks to a dedicated employee. Reward a son or daughter's accomplishments. Whatever the occasion, Taji Jewelry and Kenyon has the experience to assist in choosing the appropriate award. Teams throughout the area have used Awards by Taji because they know the service is unmatched and the price is right.
At Community Resource Bank, they're more than just a place to manage your money. They're your neighbors, your supporters, your financial partners. Whether you're starting fresh or planning ahead, the team at Community Resource Bank is ready to help with banking that fits your life. Stop in, say hi, and see why more people are choosing Community Resource Bank. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC.
Harley's Auto Salvage has been...
You train hard. You play harder. Now it's time to level up. The Minnesota Air National Guard isn't just a part-time job, it's a launch pad. Get elite training, real-world experience, and college paid for while staying close to home. You've got the drive. We've got the mission. Call 1-800-835-3764. Your future doesn't wait. Neither do we.
Harley's Auto Salvage has been in business over a half-century, serving people through their Like Magic nationwide parts locator. New and used auto parts. Check out their large supply of new and used tires. 30-day warranty on electronics, 60-day warranty on all motors and transmissions with extended warranties available.
Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage. Haven't been here in a while? Stop in and check out our drive-through recycling building. You can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal. And of course, we're always here to help you get that newer used auto part. Harley's Auto Salvage.
Yeah, the penalty was against Leighton Reuter Wenzel, if that's the proper. Again, they don't have a 20 listed on the roster here. I'm assuming that 21 is actually 20. That's just an assumption on my part, because I don't know for sure. And there's contact to the head of A.J. Kiefer of Faribault. That's what they wrote on the board here anyway, but they haven't put anything on the scoreboard yet in terms of a penalty. We'll find out when they come out. Faribault scored the first goal of this game. Their only goal came at the 6:54 mark of the first period, and they rode that 1-0 lead into the second period as Collister had 19 saves on the first period. He gave up 6 goals, so he had 19 saves in the second period. He's got 38 saves. And 44 shots on goal by Austin. After 2 periods, Faribault's got 14. 14 for Faribault. And what did I say? 44. That's quite a difference for the Austin Packers. And this is not exactly the elite of the Big Nine. No offense to the Packers, but they're down around. Well, in scoring in the Big Nine, these are Big Nine games only. In scoring, Austin ranks 7th out of 11 teams. Faribault ranked 11th out of 11 teams as the Packers hit the ice and get ready for the final period.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Fall means tailgating time. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck this fall to all area athletes from Fairway Owatonna.
Finding health insurance doesn't have to be stressful. For 35 years, Beth Fanning-Hange at Fanning & Associates has been helping people navigate their problems with confidence. Beth takes the time to truly get to know her clients, meeting in person, not leaving you on hold, or handing your information off to strangers. She'll compare plans from multiple providers to find the best fit for your needs. And if you just want to know whether you're paying too much, she'll review that too. Call Beth at Fanning & Associates in downtown Dodge Center. Your consultation is free.
Rain or shine, mud or dust, nothing stands in the way of a Coyote. Dominate your land with strength, style, and serious muscle. No excuses, no limits, just pure performance. That's Coyote Power. Get to your dealer now and take command in a brand new Coyote tractor. Stop in and check out the full line at your local Coyote dealer. Northland Farm Systems, 2250 Austin Road in Owatonna, or online at northlandfarmsystems.com.
It's the 97-cent sale at Cashwise Foods, and the savings are adding up. Juicy navel oranges or sweet Bartlett pears, just 97 cents a pound. Planning meals, grab pork loin halves for only $2.97 a pound. Plus stock up on other pantry staples. Too cold to head out? Order online for easy pickup or delivery at Cashwise.com or on the Cashwise app. Stretch your grocery budget further with Cashwise.
Cashwise Foods.
Well, we get ready to start the second period. We are going to be skating 5-on-5, but there is a Packer in the penalty box. Faribault wins the faceoff. Kunze sends it back into the Austin zone. Falcons right to left, Packers left to right on your radio dial. Knocking it down out of the air is Faribault. He's at mid-ice. Slinger to his left. They'll send it back into the Austin zone. Thoma has had 13 saves. Collin has had 38 saves. And the Packers look like they're setting up for a power play again. Just, they have control of the puck and they maintain control of it. Skating toward the point. He skates all the way toward the net and it's gloved by Collin. He went all the way around the world, as they say. All the way around the Falcon zone was Kyler Flanders. .45th shot on goal by the Packers. I was going to give you that stat. I got to find it here. On the number of, let's see if I can find Faribault stats. I'll give you Collins coming into the game. Kind of mind-boggling, really. This guy's got to see pucks in his sleep. As the Packers bring it up across the blue line. It's knocked off his stick by Kunze. Now he circles back and sends it. That's Joseph, but it's that's Overrocker. I'm sorry. He scored 2 goals and has an assist, and he hits it out of play. 6-1. Faribault leads it. We have a face-off to the left of Collin for the Falcons. He's only a freshman. Learning on the job, as they say. A little circle by the Packers. High in the slot shot. Is rebounded in the corner. Tim tries to get it to his teammate, and the teammate can't get a hold of it. Now he back passes it ahead. The teammate that time was Wagner. Coming down the slot, Falcon gets knocked down, and here come the Packers back the other way. Pass almost stolen, coming right out of the bench that time was Cole. Nearly got a steal right off the bench. And now making sure there was no rebound is Collin. That was sent to him from about neutral ice, and it just rolled and very slowly, and he was not going to allow a rebound. I'm sure his goal is to give up no goals in this period after giving up 6 in the second, none in the first. Faribault, again coming into this game, 2 points away from tying and 3 points away from the all-points record is Tommy Kunze. And he'd love to get at least 1 point in this game. I thought he had an assist earlier, but they didn't give one to him. Here come the Packers backing up with the puck. They're kind of playing with this lead, I think. At neutral ice, just want to play keep away up. They send it back into the Falcons' own little dump and chase action going on here as Faribault brings it up. Kunze goes past the blue line on the near side. One of the Packers runs in front of him to get the puck off of his stick. The Packers see Faribault gain control of the puck. They didn't have it much in the second period, I'll tell you that. Aaron Boffin has it. Passes it to Kunze. Tries to get it back to Boffin. They're kind of passing back and forth behind the Faribault net. Precious seconds are ticking away. Austin Packers, a little back pass. Almost intercepted that time by Boffin. Now the Packers, a little centering pass. Rolls to the other side off the deflection. Now the Packers are stealing. The puck is Faribault. They got a 2-on-2. He gets ridden into the board, and then the puck gets taken away. That was a big guy that just got that little Falcon there. As the Packers have it back in the Faribault zone. Centering pass shot, and it was deflected out of play. More shots on goal for the Packers. Face-off will be to the right of Collin. We're in the third period. There are 13:15 to go in this game. 6-1 Austin Packers. Face-off to the right of Collin. They ring the board the far side. Slinger was going to try and get the puck. I think he was going to try and check the Packer, and he missed both. Here comes the other way. Oh, and nice steal there in the slot. Packers are going toward it. That was a great steal by Kunze. Here's a shot from just below the blue line. Again, Kunze was to the left of the Falcon, but he decided to take the shot himself and was really kind of a ways away. As the Packers poke it back into the Falcon zone, they're to the left of Collin. He keeps check by that post. Now Kunze has it. Neutral ice near side. He's going to shoot it, and it's knocked away by Thoma. Again, he took that just as he crossed the blue line, hoping for a rebound, I'm sure. Slinger will send it back toward neutral ice. It's picked up by the Austin Packers. Sent to the near side. Now the Packers skates around behind the net, gets it toward the point. Skates in the neutral zone, brings it back. Here's a shot, and it's wide. Taken by the Austin Packers, Max Joseph, the senior. Joseph hits the deck as he's shooting the puck at the same time. Kunze comes across neutral ice, brings it across the blue line, skates by four guys and sends it high off the glass. There were literally four guys around him, and the Falcons score with 11:34 to go. So 6:26. We'll see what they rule here on this goal. On the opposite side, the goal was scored by Johnny Cole, the junior. Unassisted, they say. There's a cover up by Collin. With 11:15 to go in regulation, it's 6-2 Packers. Thoma back there is really upset with himself. He's shaking his head. You're up 6-2, man. It'll be a face-off to the left of Collin. Slinger's in the circle for the Falcons, and I didn't see the number of the Packer. It's to my right. The number of the Packer was Trent Rubin, a senior. Overacker, who has 2 goals and an assist, was brought it up the ice when the Falcons got tripped again. I mean, it's clearly a stick stuck out. I don't know how you can't call that tripping. Coming back the other way is Kunze. Kunze trying to power his way, shoots it high again. 10:40 to go. Puck is at neutral ice. He got tripped again, did Kunze, with a stick of the Packer, and he is a little frustrated, and I don't blame him. There should definitely be a penalty on. I mean, they just stick out the stick and trip him. There's a shot taken by Austin. The Falcons had pulled their goalie with 10:22 to go. Collin will come back in the net. They had an empty net there, the Packers to shoot at. And yes, there is going to be a penalty here. A little late whistle for tripping against Kunze. So at 10:22 to go, all the Falcons are over there talking to Kunze by the blue line. I think they're going to try and get him a goal here. Get them closer to that record anyway. At neutral ice come the Packers. Kunze steals the puck. Had it to a teammate, and now here comes another teammate. Kunze's going to be a trailer here. Slingers to the left of the goalkeeper. Of course, Kunze has to, because he's a defenseman, hang around the blue line. Slinger. Oh, my. Falcon just got knocked to the ice. It's going to come back the other way. Faribault's got 1:23 to go in this power play, and it has not looked like a power play at all. They pulled their goalie just before the power play. As bringing it up the ice is Kunze. He gets a lot of attention paid to him. 3 guys are there. That would mean if somebody skated toward the net, you'd think they'd be open, wouldn't you? Off the far side board, the puck is banked. Kunze gaining control. There's people hounding him all over. He gets knocked up against the board. Should have a couple of guys perched right by that net. They could get a pass from Kunze as it comes back the other way, and Kunze's going to see Colin hit it back toward Kunze. Comes to the near side. It banks all the way to the other end. We're going to have another penalty here. It's going to be against the Falcons, I'm assuming, by the reaction of the Packers. 25 seconds left in the Austin penalty. As we got a trainer here looking at the Falcon who got just clobbered on the far side board. That was the reaction of the Packer bench, really. The Falcon hurt. The trainer has to be assisted out there to look at him. That's not the kind of reaction you should have in a game when a guy gets knocked down like that. I mean, seriously? If I was coaching, I'd have something to say about that. It might be Kunze that's down. Let me get my binoculars here. It is. It's Tommy Kunze. I just did not like that reaction by the Austin bench to cheer somebody being hurt. I mean, seriously. Slinger's going to come out and check on him. There's 25 seconds left in the power play, and I don't know if the officials, it was way away from the play, right? It was on the other end of the rink. And so I don't know if the officials even saw what happened. I didn't see what happened because I'm watching the puck. All of a sudden I hear him banging the glass, and then I saw a young man down, and it is Kunze, but he's up on his, sitting up anyway, the trainer helping him. Slinger's asking for some teammates to come out and help get him off the ice. Tommy is looking sore. The crowd applauds. There's good sportsmanship there, but I did not like the reaction of the bench when he was down like that. I mean, you typically do that on a hit, and I did not see it, so I can't say it wasn't a clean hit, but still, when a guy ends up injured out of the deal, you don't be slapping the glass. I don't know if we'll see Kunze the rest of the night. 8:47 left in this one. Actually, he's going to go. He's explaining to the coaches what happened here. Trainer's coming over to talk to him, and I think, they're going to go through the concussion protocol. He did look groggy coming off the ice, so the trainer's going to get that list of questions out. Back in my day, they held up 3 fingers. How many fingers they got? Oh, get back in there. 16, thank heavens they don't have that anymore. 8:35 to go in this one. 10 seconds left for the Faribault power play. Has not been much of a power play at all. That banging of the stick was the end of the power play by Colin for Faribault. Pass comes the Packers, looking to add to their 6-2 lead. Heard a groan. That was the Packers missing a shot. There's a glove save by Colin. Conclusion for our game, we'll have a really quick wrap. H&R Block with offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville bring you all our statistics tonight. After 2 periods, I had 44 shots officially, 44 shots. For Austin, officially 14 for Faribault. Those are the official, at least according to the Austin scorekeeper. Puck's in the slot. There's a shot that's deflected back into the corner. Man, he was point blank, smack dab in the middle of the slot was the Packer. And Farrell just can't control the puck. Here comes Austin again on a steal, a shot, and it's going to go in, evidently. Puck ended up out, but the official ruled it in with 7:29 to go in the game. So not quite 10 minutes into the period. Austin answers the only goal of this period by Faribault. I think Overacker must have it because somebody just threw a hat on the rink. Yep, must be Overacker because there's hats on the rink. That's what I'm going to write down here. We'll see if that's what it is. Face off at neutral ice. Wagner was in the circle for the... Yep, it was. It was Overacker getting his hat trick. The Packer just came crashing into the goaltender that time, and he is down on the ice. He went sliding in with his skates up and went right into the goalie. Ended up on his derriere, but the skates were in the air as he went into the goalie, Colin, who was skating away from this. It was Flanders who was flying in there. Officials giving Colin time to get the wits about him. Kunze is still talking to the trainer below me here in the concussion protocol. Well, the face-off just above the Falcon blue line on the near side. Wagner went up against Braden Shaw. Austin gains control. Now it's poked off the stick. Cole thought he had a teammate. He thought the teammate was next to him. He ended up passing it right to the Packer, who, thank heavens, had a Faribault Falcon right next to him, or he'd have gone in unscathed. Here comes Cole. Right to left on your radio dial for the Falcons. He'll send it just as he crosses the blue line. There's a pad save by the Packers. Thoma. 6:40 to go in this one. Austin up 7-2 here in Big Nine Conference boys hockey. Puck is going to wobble, and then fanning at it was Faribault. It ends up in a turnover, and almost disaster as A.J. Kiefer, who had a assist earlier tonight, was going to try and whap it out of there, but he ended up fanning on it and turning it over. And here come the Packers. Little pass into the corner. Behind the net goes Austin. Colin giving check. The freshman for Faribault. It's sent back to the point. Flanders will send it to his right. There's the shot and a glove save. Shot was taken by Connor Thomas, a junior. I have them with 9 shots this period. Seven to 2, Packers lead it. 5:58 to go in this one. H&R Block with offices in Faribault, Watauga, and Lakeville reminds us that we can start, if we have our W-2, right? Start getting those taxes prepared next week. Well, you can still make your appointment and go over there, and then when you get your W-2, take it to them. And the earlier you get it, the earlier you get your refund. If you get a refund, if you're fortunate enough to get a refund, I don't know why I don't get one. It's not exactly Mr. Rich, but we got billionaires that don't pay a dime. At mid-ice, the Packers sent it back into their own zone. And it's sent past neutral ice all the way back into the Falcon zone. It was tipped, so no icing. Chasing it down is Faribault. Faribault gets knocked up against the glass with the puck. Comes back to him at the blue line. He's tussling with a Packer, and it goes all the way back into the Packer zone as it got away from him to the puck. Rybolt's going to give a check into the corner, get knocked down to the ice. He gets pushed back down to the ice by the Austin Packer. The Packers are coming back this way. Near sideline, cross the blue line. He's going to skate in all by his lonesome, go behind the net. Wanted to do a back pass. It ends up being a turnover, and then it's hit off the side of the net. Caroms back toward neutral ice, and the Packers gain control. I think that was a Rector. The 8 looks like a 6 on these Austin uniforms. It's sent wide of the net by the Packers. And here come the Packers trying to score another goal. They're right point blank, and they do score right at the doorstep. He had a pad save, Colin did, but then the puck was left a rebound, and easily getting the goal is going to be Lundberg. Comes with 4 minutes exactly to go in the game. So 13 minutes into the period. Overrocker got another assist, so he's had a hat trick and 2 assists. He had 5 points tonight. An assist also went to Landon Hill. And I was right, the goal was scored by Lundberg. It's 8-2 Austin. 2:54 to go. That's a 6-goal lead. That's running time. Where's Faribault's best player, Tommy Coonsey, still in the concussion protocol, talking to a trainer below me here after he got knocked into the board, and it must have been a clean hit because there was no penalty whistled on the play. I did not see it. As the Packers come back left to right on your radio dial, across the blue line, avoiding the defender. Nice job coming back to take the puck right off the stick of the Packer that time was Faribault. Faribault speeds across the blue line, shoots it, and it caroms out of play. That was a really good play by Faribault. The Packer was going in to score, it looked like, just to the left of Conlon. All of a sudden, he went right in front of him and just took the puck right off his stick. Minute 52 to go. And, of course, it's running time, so the clock's ticking even during these. Normally, there would be some, stoppage of play here. Here's a shot off the face-off by Faribault, but it's wide of the goal. It's not on goal. It was taken by Johnny Cole. Cole did score earlier in this period. First goal of the period. Another fan on the puck by Faribault as it's sent back into the Faribault zone. Better to ring the near side board. I was talking to a youth coach from Austin here earlier, and they said they got really good young players. They think this Austin Packer team in a few years could be at the top of the Big Nine, or competing for the top of the Big Nine. That's what he told me anyway, but you got to remember he's a youth coach and his kid's on the team, and there's, you always hope for that, right? But he said, well, they were very good. They've certainly improved over the years. They used to be the kind of the team that everybody looked to beat in the Big Nine, and that has not happened the last few years. I mean, they're not in the middle of the pack or the top of the pack, but they're not at the very bottom. Here's a shot and a glove and a rebound and a poke and a poke and a poke, and then Faribault gets it out of there. Oh, boy. I can't even imagine how you keep your wits about you when you're a goaltender and you got all those blades coming flying at you with that puck. We're under 10 seconds to go in this one. The Austin Packers are going to win it. 8-2 is going to be the final score because they just scored another goal, evidently. The final is 8-2 Austin. They scored 2 goals in the third. Oh, yeah, it is 8-2. They forgot to put the other goal on the board. That's what the problem was there. Anyway, Faribault scored 1 goal in that period. So the scoreboard was wrong until just recently. It's actually 8-2 is the final. 8-2 is the final. We'll have your final statistics courtesy of H&R Block with offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. At H&R Block, man, do they know their taxes. They'll be coming your way next.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Fall is tailgating time. Have you planned your tailgate menu yet? Fairway has all of your game day party favorites with USDA choice steaks, fresh produce, snacks, and meat and cheese trays. Fairway meets all your game day needs. Shop online for curbside pickup or grab the weekly ad when you shop the store. Fairway Meat and Grocery, located in Faribault, is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all of your grocery needs.
At Community Resource Bank, they're more than just a place to manage your money. They're your neighbors, your supporters, your financial partners. Whether you're starting fresh or planning ahead, the team at Community Resource Bank is ready to help with banking that fits your life. Stop in, say hi, and see why more people are choosing Community Resource Bank. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC.
As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management service to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact your local Federated representative for more information today. Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours. Rated A+ Superior by AM Best Company.
Well, their final score tonight, 8-2, the Austin Packers. It was 1-0 Faribault after the first period. Then 6 goals were scored in the second period. Again, I just did the math. In the second period, they scored 50 seconds into the period to the Packers, and then 45 seconds later got another goal. 20 seconds after that, they got their third goal. Then it was 6:18 before their next goal. 51 seconds after that to get that goal, and then the final goal of the second period came 3:49 after that. They scored the first, the first 4 goals were in the first 6 minutes and 35 seconds of that second period. And it is senior night, so yes, they are doing their senior stuff now. The moms are getting flowers, and the dads are probably going to get nothing. Most schools, that's where it happens. I shouldn't say that. Some of them do hand out candy bars. But anyway, they are honoring the 10 seniors on this Austin Packers team, and I kind of like it because it's for the local people, and that way the visiting fans can leave if they so desire, right? They don't have to hang around because they're, probably not all that interested. Then again, maybe they are. I don't know. It looks like most of the Faribault people have left anyway, that I could tell. Everybody wants to get home. Faribault scored 1 goal in the first period. It was Slinger, Riley Slinger. He was assisted. That came at the 6:54 mark of the first period. A.J. Kiefer got an assist, and so did David Wagner. At least that's what they wrote on the board. And then the only other goal scored by Faribault was by Cole, and it was unassisted. Johnny Cole, the junior for the Faribault Falcons. That came in the third period. Your final stats, courtesy of H&R Block, with offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. At H&R Block, they no taxes. They're taking pictures in the net. They got balloons on either side of the net. And the seniors are taking pictures with their parents right now here in Austin. Our game that we were supposed to have tomorrow night on the airwaves was going to be a boys basketball game between the Cardinals of Faribault Bethlehem Academy and the Waterville Elysian Morristown Buccaneers. But that game was postponed because there's no school tomorrow in Faribault at either the high school or BA. It's a virtual day at Bethlehem Academy, and I think probably the same at Faribault High School. But there's not going to be any BA game against Waterville. Not the boys, and the girls were supposed to go to Waterville. That has also been postponed. However, the snowball dance at Bethlehem Academy is on for this Saturday. The snowball court was announced today. We had it under evening news. We'll have it on the morning too, who the young ladies are that are chosen for the snowball court. It's kind of a Sadie Hawkins thing. They have the homecoming queen at BA, and then the queen candidates, the queen court, asks a senior boy to be their date and their escort. And in the winter here, they have it Sadie Hawkins style. The girls are chosen, choose a guy to be with them in the, well, wait a minute. I might have that backwards. Anyway, it is the snowball queen, yeah. Oh, I thought it was the other way around. But anyway, BA has their snowball event on Saturday, and it's still on. I talked to Chris Sauer earlier today, and they are going to have that, even though there are no games tomorrow night for Bethlehem Academy against Waterville Elysian Morristown. When I looked last on the athletic website for the Falcons, the basketball games are on tomorrow. The boys are hosting Austin. The girls are here in Austin tomorrow night. But we were scheduled to broadcast Bethlehem Academy boys against Waterville Elysian Morristown. So, no broadcast tomorrow night. At this point, we'll have to see if a decision is made that maybe we do pick that up. H&R Block, with offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville, one of our super sponsors here tonight. Along with all of our other All Prep Sports Boosters, Community Resource Bank. They have branches not only at Faribault, in Cannon Falls, Roseville, and in Northfield at Community Resource Bank. As they continue on to the seniors here, Harley's Auto Salvage, Taji Jewelry in downtown Kenyon, Fanning and Associates, some of our other fantastic sponsors on our broadcast here this evening from Riverside Arena in Austin, Minnesota. The Minnesota Army National Guard, Cashwise Foods in Owatonna, Northland Farm Systems, brought you our broadcast here tonight.
Big Poppy, Paul over-under, huh? Has Paul not made
Those are some of our super sponsors. Owatonna Auto Clinic, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, Specialty Personnel Services, Faribault Transportation, some of our other fantastic sponsors of tonight's broadcast here from Riverside Arena in Austin, Minnesota, where the temperature reading is right now 10 degrees below zero. There's an extreme cold warning out, folks, so please, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. And virtually every school in Minnesota is probably going to be closed tomorrow. I know most of them in our area had already announced before I got here. The only one I didn't see announced was Northfield, and I'm sure they've joined the rest of the crowd as well. And who knows, maybe the governor by now has stepped in and say, we're not going to have any school. Most schools have virtual days or e-learning days now, so they still have to learn. Boy, I'm glad I grew up when I did. Because when you had school off, you had school off. Final score again tonight, the Austin Packers outshoot Faribault 54-16 to pick up the victory. The final score, 8-2 Packers. Till next time, this is Gordy Kosfeld. Stay warm.